Okay, appreciate y'all coming out. This was a unfortunate ending to a long day. These events started this morning about 8:40 down in Pine Plain Road in the Swansea area of our county. A highway patrolman went out with what he described as a disabled vehicle, and the occupant ran away on foot with a bag. We converged on that area to try to assist in the course of patrolling that area. We saw a gentleman fitting that description in a Chevy pickup truck. A chase ensued that went a long distance over in the edge of City of Columbia back down the interstate. City of Casey was able to hit it twice with tire deflation devices. It spun out and stopped where you saw us there on Old Dunbar on the intersection. Immediately brought in our tactical team and our negotiators, and we're able to get some good dialogue going. Immediately when he spun out, we saw he had a small handgun to his head. We knew he was armed. During the course of identifying him, we realized he had General Sessions bench warrants from a West Columbia case from back in the fall. The General Sessions bench warrants were for unlawful carry, failure to stop for a blue light, possession of a convicted felon of a firearm, possession of meth, and a habitual offender. Negotiations were going good for several hours. Then it just kind of broke down. Our tactical team made a decision after 2.5 hours to start some tactical maneuvers, which we did. Gave this individual every opportunity to peacefully surrender. As we did our approach, he made a sudden movement in the car, and we fired some rounds to stop the threat. Immediately gave him first aid. EMS was already staged up. They transported him to a local hospital. All our officers are okay, just shooken from the ordeal, as you can imagine. They put their heart and soul in this incident. It lasted several hours. I would like to thank and just recognize we had the City of West Columbia, United States Marshals Task Force, Richland County, Highway Patrol, and the City of Casey all helped us today. Apologize for all the inconvenience to the people on the interstate. Our hearts go out to the family of this suspect, but unfortunately in the course of us doing business and serving warrants, we encounter people sometimes that just don't want to go back to jail, and I think that was the case of it today. And we'll just call in SLED, as we always do, standard operating procedures when there's an officer involved shooting, and they will do their investigation. Our officers will be on administrative leave during that time, and we'll certainly give them the proper resources to get through this traumatic incident. So that's about all we have at this point. Be happy to take just a few questions if you have them.
What's the condition of the suspect now?
Do not know. He, as soon as we could get him on that EMS unit, immediately he was en route to the hospital.
Sheriff, can you elaborate on what the movement was that prompted the shooting? What he appeared to be?
As our guys approached, we knew he had a gun in that car, and he made a sudden movement down where we thought it was, so we had no other choice to stop the threat.
So he was shot by deputies?
Yes, sir.
Approximately how many shots were fired?
Too early to tell. SLED will uncover all that in their investigation. Appreciate y'all being out here today, and we'll get you the rest of the information as it becomes available. Thank y'all.